歡迎大家嚟到 Cantonese SOS。咁如果你之前冇睇過我哋呢個節目咧，咁其實 Cantonese SOS 係一個我哋喺2020年4月開始嘅一個 interview 嘅 series。咁我哋當初嘅 idea 咧就係因為全球面對緊唔同類型嘅危機啦，例如 pandemic，咁我哋就好想 checking in 同我哋嘅 Eaton family 嘅一啲朋友啦，一啲藝術家啊、change maker 啊、各類型嘅 creative 嘅 talent 去傾下偈，咁就去睇下大家嘅 practice 或者大家點去應對當下嘅呢個危機。咁我哋今日好高興可以請到3位嚟自我哋而家 Tomorrow Maybe 呢個展覽 No Kids Allowed 嘅3個藝術家。咁可能有啲觀眾都唔認識你哋啦，咁你哋可以即係先自我介紹自己先。
我係Jessica， 係。
I'm Eric。
我係 Wong 線。
係咯，或者大家可以介紹自己個背景多少少，係即係你哋做啲咩㗎？係咯。
咁我之前就係讀 Fine Art 啦，咁我多數就係做雕塑同埋 installation 嘅。咁今次 Tomorrow Maybe 入面個展覽咧，我份 work 就係獅頭嗰份 work 係啦。咁我亦都有跟一位師傅學咗傳統紮作，學咗差唔多3年咁樣。
我就 Eric 啦。本身我就喺大學係讀 advertising 嘅，但係之後就因為唔係好想入行啦，跟住就慢慢自己轉型，就走咗去學好多唔同嘅 media 啦。而家暫時就最主要係做一啲 3D animation 啊，同埋一啲總之都係3D 有關嘅嘢咯。而家呢一份嘅展覽就係有2張嘅之前嘅 3D rendering 啦，同埋有一條片，同埋呢一次係我第一次真係整一件實物出嚟啦，跟住再投影咗一個3D animation 上去，跟住就好似俾一個 effect 咁樣去攞一個實物度咯。
我係 Wong 線。咁我係上年浸大 BU Visual Art 畢業嘅。我係主要做一啲以思維呢個中心去繼續擴展，譬如 installation 同埋一啲混合媒介，同埋啲 drawing 啦。咁我呢份作品就係一個仙人掌。其實呢份作品就係我上年嗰個畢業作品嘅一啲延伸啦，係。
咁最近即係香港又迎來即係第5輪嘅 lockdown，即係新一輪嘅 lockdown。咁我哋冇得出街食晚飯啦，跟住嗰啲戲院啊，或者嗰啲表演嘅場所又閂晒啦。咁即係大家唔知最近有冇影響到大家嘅生活創作之類？你大家即係最近即係感覺如何咧？
因為我就大多數都係留喺 studio 做嘢嘅，咁多時間喺 studio 度諗下嘢啊，同埋紮下嘢咁樣咯，係啊。咁但係影響就冇得去旅行啦，即係少咗同啲出面玩咁樣咯，係啊。
I'm gonna start speaking English. 'Cause usually I'm just working at home in my PC, but like at the same times I don't like now I don't have the option to go and drink. Like I don't like that. Like usually I don't go, but now that I don't have that option to go, now I want to go. Is that like part of me like, oh, now I want to go and drink. I don't want to stay at home anymore. Yeah, is that?
而我嗰邊其實都唔算話影響好大，因為我主要都係寫詩，所以係即係比較係思想上而少啲物質嘅，係啊。
咁睇嚟，除咗 Eric，大家都過得唔錯。
係
咁頭先都有提到你哋喺即係個展覽入邊嘅作品啦，咁都想即係問多少少關於即係可能你哋係點樣 come up with 個 idea，即係點樣去 execute 佢，係咯，即係成個 process 係點個創作心路歷程。
咁
你 go ahead。
好啊，咁今次就係 Joseph 邀請我哋去擺呢個展啦，咁佢都俾咗好大自由度我哋去做任何形式嘅 work 啊，內容上都係有我哋自由發揮嘅。咁其實我一直依2年都係用傳統紮作嚟做我個媒介啦。咁紮每一隻獅頭嘅時候，我都覺得個獅頭都好似有個生命，好似有唔同 character 咁樣。咁我諗今次依份 work 個獅頭其實有啲噴㗎，反叛嘅元素有啲似我依家依個狀態咯。咁如果觀眾有嚟到睇我哋嗰個展覽咧，就會見到我份 work 係有3隻獅頭啦。咁後面係有個 backdrop 嘅。咁其實個 backdrop 本身就係一幅山水畫嚟㗎啦。咁我想有啲即係突破咁樣，就所以邀請咗我一個artist friend 叫做伊爸，佢畫咗一啲 graffiti 喺個 backdrop 上面咁樣咯。
Oh, I can go. So like previously I write a whole bunch of like thing about my stuff. So currently my stuff have a lot of like, how do I put it? It's like I have 2 explanations on all of my work. One is like very personal, and the other one is like very like world building, or like just very general way that I describe my art. First of all, I personally have like weird fascination with babies. So like I have like a baby earring. I have like a baby on my like here. So that's why I revolve a lot of my work using like the baby imagery, because I love how like the baby itself, I see them as like just a vessel. Like adult can teach them anything, they know nothing, but we can like teach them anything and shape them in any kind of way. So I want to play with that. So I like in a lot of my work, I shape them turn into like a different animal. I turn them into like sculpture in 3D, or like this time I actually like make a thing, like I make a portal out of babies, and then a baby going through a portal. So it's like I just play with a lot of those. Yeah, and it's also the theme no kids allowed make me think of like the concept of inner child. So that's why like the piece that I made is like a baby stuck in the middle of a portal is a representation of my inner child. Like I think it's like kind of stuck right now. I don't know what is happening with life. So like I don't know what is happening, so it just feels stuck. So yeah. Overall it's kind of like that.
咁我自己嗰個仙人掌嘅作品，其實因為我一直都係慣用一啲自然嘅媒介，同埋一啲即係比較植物嗰方面去嚟到做我啲作品。跟住咧，因為呢個 No Kids Allowed，咁我因為呢個題材，我就覺得即係想呈現翻而家呢個時代。年青人即係面對呢啲社會環境，佢哋所感受到嘅感覺，跟住所以我就用咗一啲石子同埋仙人掌，即係咁硬同埋咁吉嘅一啲感覺，去到營造一啲氛圍，同埋我嗰啲詩就係一直以嚟寫落嚟，跟住我再抽取某啲句子而組合成一個一大段嘅嘢咯，係。
咁其實即係你嗰三個 medium 咧，即係或者你做開最多嗰3個 medium 咧，我都會覺得係唔係咁一般喺一個 contemporary art space 入邊會見到嘅一啲 medium 啦，即係無論係詩歌、3D model 到即係一啲傳統嘅獅頭紮作啦。咁其實你會點樣去諗即係嗰個 process， 即係點樣講咧？即係點樣去 process 佢由一個即係可能一個詩歌一個平面書嘅嗰種睇嘢嗰種媒介，或者即係 3D 係一個電腦望即係手機，又或者傳統嘅獅頭可能即係一個祭字，或者係啦咁樣去抽取喺呢個原本個 context 去到一個真係好 gallery 嘅 space 入邊，你哋會點樣去睇呢樣嘢？即係有冇經過一啲乜嘢嘅 struggle 啊，或者乜嘢嘅未必係困難啦，即係點樣去融合或者去係 recontextualize 嗰樣嘢咁樣。
Well, I mean, like, because I do 3D mostly, and now that there's like a bunch of gallery space that just put like a 3D animation on the screen, and I personally, it's not that I don't like it, but like, it's mostly just the way that how people are doing it. So like at this time, I kind of want to like do something different and kind of like also challenge myself to like make a thing for the first time. So like I don't know, just like so like I just make a thing and then like do some effect onto it. Like this is my first time ever doing that. Like it looked kind of cool. Like not gonna lie, like I personally think it's look kind of cool. Even my mom like it, which is like very rare. Like my mom's like it. Yeah.
因為我做開傳統紮作啦，咁我覺得好 struggle 嘅位就係，因為本身呢個文化嗰個含義已經好重啊，一個獅頭，一個嗰啲花炮咁樣，已經係好重嘅 meaning。咁我就喺度諗緊點樣可以將我以前學校所學嘅關於 contemporary art 嘅知識可以 apply 到落去我自己啲 work 度咯。咁我就係個過程俾我係好啟發咯，因為我係好中意啲好繁複嘅過程嘅。做一隻獅頭咁樣係要好長時間去做，唔係一兩日就可以搞得掂。咁樣做完之後，我慢慢就發覺其實啲獅頭都係代表緊唔同階段嘅我。譬如今次係跳脱啲嘅、烹啲嘅，之前可能少女味道重嘅，可能戀愛當中咁，所以攞啲物料嘅都係唔一樣，可能粉紅色啲嘅咁樣，咁係咯。咁我就依家都係仲喺度揾緊一啲唔同嘅突破位，點樣可以將傳統嗰啲紮作可以令到佢 artistic 啲啊，可以放得上去個 gallery 度俾大家去欣賞。
咁我用詩歌，其實詩歌係即係一直以來係我自己嘅語言，因為我講嘢唔係好叻，所以我就透過文字去表達。同埋我覺得詩呢樣嘢係比較偏向靈感同埋思想上。咁如果佢喺現實世界去應用出嚟，就可以除咗文字之外，其實可以去到任何一樣事都可以即係灌輸入去咯。所以同埋我係本身讀視覺藝術啦，而唔係讀文學，因為我唔揀文學嘅原因就係佢太過即係注重文本上嘅一啲因素同埋一啲規限，所以我覺得即係透過視覺藝術嚟呈現詩呢樣嘢比較即係廣闊啲咯，係。
I'm sorry, I do have something to add. I'm very sorry. So like, because like I'm actually a designer like at my work. So like, I have like a tendency of like whenever something that I enjoyed become my work, I will like start hating it and like not enjoying it anymore. And then like because like I learned all of the 3D stuff all by myself. I just like self-learn everything, just like trying out different things. Like go to YouTube, go to like Skillshare, and then like just look at tutorials, right? But now that like a lot of people are like approaching me to do collaboration, and also like it's starting to become my actual work, like because I am like just now I like oh no, like 3D is not fun anymore. It's just work. Like I'm not having fun doing 3D anymore, because like back then when I'm like in front of my computer doing 3D in the software, it's exciting because like this is the first time that I can like actually translate what is in my brain very accurately onto something, because like I never actually study art. I was like in design, and then like in secondary school I wasn't in art at all. I'm just like in history or something. So like I never learned how to paint. I never learned any kind of like traditional art like media. So like I never be able to translate how my brain envision something onto something else. And then like 3 days actually, oh, I could finally like do that. But like now that it becoming my work, I just like, oh no, I'm not like having fun anymore. But like this time, because I like make a thing, right? Like that thing when I'm like doing it, like it's like the first time in a long while I can go into that space of like, like whenever you're doing art, you would go into like that flow, and then that like space of like you just kind of black out, and then like, oh wait, oh it's done. So like when I like make that thing, I was like in my room just like sticking a thing onto a board and then, like doing like clay sculpture and thing, right? And like I just kind of like listening to a podcast and then like kind of black out, and then like, wait, it's done. And then like
Mm.
and like I just look at it and like, oh wait, I haven't experienced this for a very long time. So like this is actually like a good challenge for myself, and it's also like a very like, how do I put it? Like a spiritual experience of like I want to like start making thing instead of only like doing 3D. And like I think that can also like really help me to get more into like the gallery space, because I always want to do that anyway. So now they're like, oh, I'm excited to actually make things now. So like yeah, this time is like a very good opportunity for like learning about myself, I think. Sorry for talking too much.
唔係啦，但係我其實都你頭先提到都係我上課 upgrade 嘅啫，因為 since 你哋嗰個讀書嗰個 background 啦，係真係同你而家做緊嗰樣嘢唔係好，即係完全好align啦，即係咁你點樣睇？即係點解你會選擇咗即係同你本身即係你個 bachelor 又或者你大學讀嘅嘢嗰樣嘢有少少或者有啲唔同分別嘅嗰樣嘢去 focus 再 dig into，又或者你點樣由自己 self taught 或者你點樣去學習你而家做緊嗰個 medium 係咯，即係嗰個 learning curve 係點，嗰個 process 係點係咯，即係點樣會 make 咗呢個 decision 係。
我就比較類近嘅，因為我係 major 係 sculpture 啦。咁其實我依家啲紮作嘅作品都係 sculpture installation 咁樣。咁 self talk 就係因為紮作嘅過程係好繁複，我覺得有啲似 meditation 咯。我係好享受喺 studio 度紮嘢個過程。我係好抵得悶咁樣啦，咁每一日就係坐喺度係咁紮，跟住可能撲紙畫花咁樣。令到我個心係好平靜，同埋都係一個 self reflection 嚟㗎咯，係啊。
咁但係你係有跟個師傅學㗎嘛？即係嗰個同你喺學院度學嘢係應該都幾唔同嘅。
師傅就係好着重個根基，你個技巧要好高咁樣。但係我師傅就好好嘅，都叫我要有創意嘅元素落去，即係唔好淨係學佢嗰套啦。咁但係如果喺學院裏面學習，就可能講求呢個 concept 會比較多啲，係。
我大學嗰邊就係修一啲 installation，跟住 photography 同埋 public arts 嗰方面嘅。咁其實我唔可以話學校嗰邊冇乜用，因為佢始終係教一啲 technician 去點樣去操作嘅一啲事，但係我覺得佢太過注重去即係跟住佢嗰一方面去行，即係譬如 BU 你一定要修好多科，而即係嗰陣時我會比較迷失，我唔知自己應該做啲乜嘢，但係之後我再繼續即係揾翻自己一啲比較上即係唔可以少嘅一啲事物，跟住我就去刪除一啲多餘嘅事物，同埋即係從一啲缺失之中去揾自己真正需要啲乜嘢，咁我自己就揀咗即係而家呢一條路咯，係。
Oh yeah, as I was said before, I was in advertising, right? So like, I just don't want to go into the industry because honestly, doing design and advertise like the industry in Hong Kong is kind of it's very hard to be a designer here because like we got no respect basically from a lot of business, and then now like advertising, and then plus the pandemic, a lot of my friend is like one person salary doing person like workload, right? So that like I just never have the interest of like going into the industry itself. And then also like a lot of my learning experience in 3D, I'm that kind of person who is unable to look at tutorials and then follow it. Instead, I just like in the software, I have like an idea, and I want to make like a donut out of like flowers. I don't know. It's just an example. I never done that. And then like whenever I stumble upon like something that I don't know how to do, I just like, oh, I want to do this. I'm gonna Google that, like instead of actually looking at tutorials. So like I would say my way of learning is very chaotic, and it's just like I'm just like doing it and then like learning it at the same time. I never really like I don't I would say I'm kind of unable to go through the whole like linear process of like learning something, tutorials, and then like slowly doing your stuff. I need to like do my stuff and then like learn like on a random time. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, kind of like that.
同埋另一樣我覺得就係、即係有一啲可能 contemporary art 嘅 artist 係即係好 project base 去做嘢，即係咁。但係我覺得你哋 somehow 係似係喺同一個 medium 上面不停地雕琢，不停地去鑽研，去再滴疊啦。咁即係好多時候，即係你可能想就會 keep 住做啦。即係同一個型，即係點講好？即係可能keep 住做 3D 或者 keep 住寫詩啊，或者 keep 住整獅頭。即係喺嗰個中間嗰個過程，你哋會唔會點樣去篩選，或者即係係咪有好多嘢你哋係冇 publish 出嚟嘅？即係有好多嘢其實收埋咗喺自己，我唔知啊，電腦或者你個筆記又或者喺你 studio 度，其實即係咯，中間嗰個篩選嘅過程係咪好困難？因為上次同阿水講嘅時候，佢話佢有4000幾張相，咁跟住佢淨係做咗一次嘅篩選過程，跟住因為佢知係十分之困難呢個 process， 即係呢個 process 對你嚟講係點咧？即係。
I mean, like, cause mostly my work right now, I'm too lazy to like make my website. I know I need to do it, but like I still haven't done it. So like usually my stuff is just on Instagram, and then like when it comes to Instagram, I have that OCD of like, oh, the 3 need to be the same series or like the same project. So like every 3 need to be the same. There was like so many time that maybe like I did like two similar things, and then, like I look back to it like I don't like it anymore, and then I just delete that too on Instagram, like I never post it or like just archive it. So like I went through like a lot of those, and then like yeah, I have a lot of like unpublished work in my MacBook, in my Photoshop that I never edit. So it's like the rendering is done, and then when I put into my MacBook, I'm like, I don't think it's good. I'm not gonna do it anymore. So like it's just a lot of I would say a lot of like self-doubt of like, it's not good enough. I'm not gonna show it to people. Yeah, a lot of that.
我就唔似你同埋阿水咁樣有4000張相或者好多 3D 嘅 painting 咁樣，因為始終我做嘅過程都要啲時間，咁都有好多冇 publish 嘅，但係我啲 work 就會比較事前準備嘅功夫要比較多咯，係啊，所以。因為每次真係要好耐，即係可能一隻獅頭咁樣要紮3至4個禮拜，咁所以之前都要好認真咁樣 prepare 咗先。
對我嚟講，其實係每一日嘅 practice， 即係你每一分每一秒所諗嘅嘢，其實都係有關係咯。因為我始終係寫嘢，所以 即係當你要做一啲展覽嘅時候，就係將你即係每一所積累落嚟嘅嘢去，即係認真去展示俾大家睇。所以都係即係每一日嘅積累。
但係你會唔會有啲重寫嘅過程？即係喺同一首詩上面再改再去雕琢，
我自
定係
己比較少啲咯，就可能一兩首左右得。因為我即係寫嗰陣係好即時性嘅爆發，咁我覺得即係嗰一刻就係代表咗嗰一刻咯，所以就好少去改正，係除非再展示，即係去展示另一個，即係另一個面向，我就會不斷去改咯。
咁我都想即係 apart from 你嘅 practice 啦，咁我都想 go into 其實個展覽嘅有少少我嗰陣時諗緊嘅一啲 idea 啦。咁因為其實我諗緊有少少即係呢個 generation 底下，即係互聯網對大家嘅一啲影響啊，即係可能係即係個互聯網係唔係淨係一個你平時喺度娛樂嘅地方啦，你可以係學習嘅地方啊，亦都可以係一個可能 advocate 一啲你嘅 idea 啊，甚至可能係一個 gallery 啊。即係我見其實大家即係可能或者 Jessica 同 Eric 啦，即係都有幾多即係可能係一啲唔同嘅身份啊，又或者喺互聯網上面，即係譬如我見 Jessica 你有拍過 YouTube 嘅片，
係啊 YouTube 啊，
係啦，你又話你搞緊一個 page 關於你嗰個獅頭啦，咁 Eric 就固之然係本身好多時候都喺 Instagram 度 showcase，以為你都搞緊 NFT 嘅 project 啦。
Oh God！
咁我唔知啊，汪士你會唔會都即係都可能回應下啲關於即係互聯網有冇影響你去寫作啊？因為其實 Instagram 都有好多嗰啲，即係譬如晚安詩啊，即係大家都好多時候都需要去係咯，即係咁樣去 publish 去係咯。你點睇呢樣嘢？有冇點去影響你嘅生活或者創作或者係咯，即係或者 kind of 都係另一類型嘅創作，即係係。
I mean, like, I love the internet. I basically grew up on the internet and kind of raised by the internet in a lot of ways. Cause like if I remember correctly, my first PC at home is like when I was 6, and I spent a lot of time on my computer. So like back then, it's just mostly like going around the internet, like looking at weird stuff, or like play those like flash game back then. Anyone be those flash yeah. So like no, but like internet is because I learned most of my stuff from the internet anyway. So it's a space for me to like relax, for a space for me to like learn stuff, even like a place for me to like learn a lot of stuff about myself. Because like YouTube is just like such a good place to like learn so many stuff. Like so like and also like a lot of my artwork and a lot of my conceptual idea is influenced by the internet. One of the biggest influence that I have is like it's an online project called SCP. It's like the internet longest running creative writing project. So basically that project is like in like a different timeline or like a parallel universe, there's like a foundation called like SCP, and in the world have like a lot of like weird stuff, anomaly, or like just like monster and stuff. So like everyone can like write a story about that and then put it onto the website. But the thing is ranged from like a world-ending monster, or like a toaster that can spit out every kind of toast or every kind of bread. So it's like very random, very weird stuff on the internet. So like I got influenced by those a lot. And then also like besides that, I got influenced by a thing called like speculative zoology. It's basically like, oh, what if like in alien planets, and then like, oh, the air is like that and the ground is like that, and then like, oh, maybe like there's like water level is different. like, and then according to all of those data, and then like looking at science, what would the creatures be like that on those planets? So that's why like some of my work is very like a word made of babies, and then like and like instead of like legs, it's just like hands and like on their fingers. So that's why like most of my stuff is just influenced by weird stuff on the internet. So it's like a very important part of my life.
我諗 internet 對於我嚟講係有啲似個雙面人咯。我好鍾意 internet，但係其實我同時亦都唔鍾意佢咯。我鍾意 internet 係佢多咗個平台俾我可以展示自己，即係我諗我哋做 artist 都係有個表演欲喺度嘅，即係我自己又鍾意拍下嘢或者做下 work 咁樣，咁佢俾咗個平台我去 show 到自己嗰個面向俾大家，即係唔使再好似以前咁要喺固定一個 white cube gallery 裏邊先去 show，依家隨時我哋 upload 張相已經係一個平台咁樣。但係同時我好唔鍾意就係佢令到我有啲資訊疲勞啊，所以我有段時間都係冇玩 Facebook 冇玩 IG 咁樣，即係越睇得多越有啲令到我分心同埋好攰咯。
And then like if something happened, everyone Instagram story will be the same pose. 跟每一個人個 IG story 都係同一個 pose， 即係每點解又係同一個 pose 嘅？好係真係會覺得攰。Yeah, I get it。
咁佢同時可以即係 inspire 到我哋一 click 可以睇到晒以前 art history 啊，或者其他 artist 做啲咩。但係我依家就選擇咗alternative 嘅方法，即係譬如睇書或者睇戲睇片，就未必真係淨係要上網睇人哋啲 post 咁樣去攞靈感咯。
我都同意，即係 internet 係好方便啦，我哋可以隨時即係任何時間就可以知道咗即係當時嘅信息，同埋佢非常影響我哋嘅思考咯。即係譬如 Instagram，每個人都會玩，同埋可能我哋即係每時每刻都會 keep 住佢個更新，所以佢哋即係會非常 influence 我哋嘅腦袋同埋所做嘅嘢，可能同一時間大家去做某啲事，係啊。
I'm sorry, I have something to add again. So like the other thing that I love about the internet is like I don't have to like showcase like who I actually am. Because like currently on my Instagram, no, like initially my Instagram never have any of my photos or like I never show my face on the internet in any kind of way. But now there's a video of me. But still. And now that like I slowly like shifting my personal branding online to like a mask wearing robot. That is like the first step like for the photo shoot here, and then like I'm like planning to like make like a helmet, like a robot helmet, and then like whenever I show up to like art related stuff, I'm just gonna wear that. So it's like a little bit like Daft Punk. It's just a way to like mask myself, so I don't I like the feeling of like, oh, I don't necessarily have to be exactly who I am on the internet, and I really like that. And I really do appreciate that like sense of like anonymity. Is that the word? Yeah, I think that's the word. Yeah.
其實琴日唔係琴日，上一次同即係其他3位 artist 傾嘅時候，即係有講過一樣嘢，跟住就係佢哋阿 Ringo 講起就係話即係佢有好多朋友咧就會即係 besides 你自己個主要嘅 Instagram account 咧就會開個 art account 啦，跟住其實我頭先有諗到即係你啱講緊嗰種 anonymous 啊，又或者你哋會唔會有其他啲 account 係做緊其他嘅一啲 practice， 又或者你點樣去睇係咯，即係嗰種匿名地去發布自己啲嘢，又或者你想通過 internet 去 create 幾個 personality 嗰樣嘢，你哋有冇做緊呢樣嘢，或者點樣去係 睇呢樣嘢。
我對 internet Instagram 呢件事我完全唔擅長啊，但係所以我想聽下大家嘅意見咯，因為我而家全部都係出樣，即係知道晒係我做嘅，但係我都想試下，即係譬如啲人唔知自己係咩樣，係咪可以隨心所欲啲？
Kind of.
係咯。
Cause I always thought about, cause I usually only put art onto my Instagram. I always thought like, oh, should I like make another account for like a personal use to have my face on it? I never have that thought. Like I always have that thought, but like I slowly kind of just like, what if I just put two into one? Like I kind of just mix those two ideas together into one. But like I personally also don't like showing my face anyway. So like it's a nice feeling of like, oh, only people who actually know who I am in real life know that this account is me because I show it to them. Because like when they whenever I go out, whenever I went out, people ask for my Instagram. I just give them my like art account, like because I don't have a personal account that have my stuff on it. So it's a nice feeling of like I can be authentic in real life, but I can also like be something else online. And I do really like that. Yeah.
其實我自己就可能有2個至3個 account， 就係即係有啲幾方面，譬如即係整嘢食啦，或者係一啲 graffiti， 但係同朋友一齊夾嘅。咁我覺得即係另一嗰啲 account 可以好自由咁樣去做嘢咯，同埋即係嗰啲 account 就係即係你中意先至 follow， 你即係你覺得冇乜興趣就可以即係有得去發生，即係嗰一堆就係、即係某個好多唔同方面嘅啲嘢，係啊，我覺得幾方便。
你啱咪話你有同人夾個 graffiti account 嘅，其實我都想問，即係關於 collaboration 嗰樣嘢啦。咁即係由嗰個 account 到即係我知道你而家喺 Floating Project 有第二個展覽係一個聯展嚟嘅啦。咁又或者 Jessica 你之前都有同人夾過一啲聯展，跟住而家呢份 work 你啱都有講係 collaborate friend， 咁跟住 Eric 你又都有做一啲 collaboration with 可能一啲 photographer 啦。你點樣睇即係呢種聯合地創作，比起你自己一個喺度鬥緊一樣嘢，或者嗰種磨合嘅過程，係即係或者咩嘅人，其實你先可以同你合作到啊？或者你係會點樣去同人合作咧
Well, because I do 3D, so like most of my collaboration right now is with local photographers. Because recently there's like a trend in fashion. Everything is going back to Y2K. So like a lot of people want to like incorporate 3D elements into their photographies. So like I got a lot of approach from those, and then like I'm currently in the middle of a collaboration that I need to start that I haven't started yet. So yeah, but it's also like a fun way to learn something else from different people. Cause to be honest, I'm like terrible at taking any kind of photos. I'm like so bad. I'm like so bad at it. So like it's like there's something that I want to do. But like this part, I literally cannot do it. Like I cannot take photos. I'm bad at lighting, but I can do 3D. And then like vice versa, the other person is like, oh, I'm a professional photographer, but I have no knowledge in 3D. So it's a good like collaboration on like two parts to like incorporate different skills into making something that both parties want. So like I do appreciate that part for like collaborations, but like at the same time, because doing 3D in Hong Kong is kind of rare, I would say. Not that much people is doing 3D here now. So like when I collaborate with people, a lot of people do not understand like it still take time. Like a lot of people think that, oh, you can just like can I have it like this week? I'm like, no. Like I need to build a model, I need to like texture them, I need to like do the rendering and then like do the editing. It's like it's gonna take a while. So like yeah, like because it's a new thing for a lot of people, so that like I need to explain a lot of my process to different kind of people to let the fashion industry know that like, guys, 3D take times. Like you cannot like it's not like doing stuff in Photoshop and AI, right? You can just like edit it and like save. It's like seconds. Because like when it comes to 3D rendering, it can be like a week. Like an animation kit, the rendering of an animation can be a week. So like so I need to explain a lot of waiting time to people. So yeah.
我諗collab 呢件事係大勢所趨啊，因
Yeah.
為資訊發達啊嘛，你好容易就可以即刻 approach 到啲有趣嘅人咁樣啦。
All of my collabs is just random Instagram
係啊
DMs.
好容易呢件事。
Yeah.
我都中意，我係 welcome 同所有 medium 嘅 artist 去合作咁樣，因為平時自己一個做嘢可能做實咗，你同唔同嘅人去合作，又可能有啲新嘅火花出現。但係我自己就會想同啲係sincere嘅人去合作咯，即係唔係講佢個技巧有幾強勁啊，或者
Yeah,
係
yeah.
做咩媒介，而係佢有幾sincere對自己佢個態度同埋做 work 係咯。
我都明白善思，因為我自己比較慢熱啦，所以即係如果我同人合作，需要可能即係認識咗好耐，先至會好舒服咁樣同佢溝通到，同埋去做一啲即係真係好嘅嘢出嚟咯。但我都唔介意一啲啱啱識職嘅人去，始終係兩樣唔同嘅事情。係啊。
I have something to add again. I'm so sorry.
No
So
need to be
like
sorry.
no, because also like when it comes to collaboration, like I personally have like a very different feel when it comes to like, oh, it's just a pure collaboration, or is there money? Because like if there's like money involved, I don't necessarily need to be like extremely true to myself. Because like when there's like money involved, yeah, sure, let's do it. But like if it's just like a pure collaboration, it's just like out of like interest of like a lot of parties, or like out of passions, out of like artistic interests of different part, like that I take it very seriously. Like I take it like, wait, no, this is not this, no, why no, like I take a lot of no's, like I say a lot of no's when it comes to like pure collaboration. But when it's like whenever there is like money involved, I just like, oh, it's just work, it's fine, it's work. So like, because I currently working on like photography collaboration, and like on the other side, like I'm doing like an NFT thing. Like the NFT thing is just money. Like there's like a lot of no's from like the other, like from the team members. So I'm like, yeah, it's fine, I'm just the artist here. So yeah, I feel like very differently.
先你講起即係錢同工作啦，又再咁，不如問下，即係譬如你點樣睇？即係可能將你哋嘅作品變為一啲可以售賣嘅嘢啊，或者點樣將你呢種skill 攞去賣啊？即係可能教人哋啊，即係你點樣睇？你會唔會分得開？即係嗰個過程同你嗰種創作係咪即係？唔知可能係初心，又或者會唔會即係有啲嘢變咗，即係或者有好多嘢你都覺得要 compromise，又或者係咯，即係又或者你喺度擺個展，咁我哋都有俾呢個 artist fee 你哋。咁其實即係當牽涉咗呢樣嘢嘅時候，係咪真係好影響到你哋嘅創作？
我覺得點樣去揾錢就係咁，可能我有教學生啦。或者賣自己嘅 work 啦，咁但係無論賣 work 教學生同埋去擺show 咁樣，我覺得最基本就係要有個 quality 咯，即係唔好因為嗰個係commercial 嘅 product， 咁你就唔着重個 quality。搞 show 你就着重 quality， 唔係咯，即係兩件事都要即係保持嗰個 quality。係啦，咁當然你搞 show， 咁你梗係可以 flexible 啲，即係着重啲 concept 啊，或者 creative 多啲，咁 product 就有佢嘅局限咁樣
Yeah.
但係嗰個初心都係不變咯。
Yeah.
我都同意去即係保持自己一直做緊嘅就 OK，即係只要即係嗰個 gallery 或者邀請我哋做作品人唔規限我哋自己做嘅作品，咁樣嘅話，即係咁樣就可以咯。
Oh, no, sorry. I mean, like, when it comes to like art and money, I feel like most artists that I know, just like the ultimate goal will be like, oh, I'm doing something that I enjoy, but also for some reason I can monetize it and make money from it. I think like that is like the ultimate goal for like every artist, right? But like whenever, cause like, but we still live in like a commercial, like environment and like especially like here. So like, cause I was studying design, and then like in design, there's like a lot of like teaching of like, oh, what you think is not the most important is what like the client want, is what the customer want, right? So like that mindset still kind of like affecting my way of like doing art and like doing collaboration with people, because like whenever like a collaboration have money involved, I kind of think that like, oh, I'm kind of just the designer. I'm like not the artist. You know what I mean? So like whenever like I would jump into that like designer mindset of like, oh, it's okay, I can make compromise, but like I would still have a bottom line that I would love to maintain, that like I'm not gonna cross that line. If you want me to cross that line of like make something ugly, no. but like as long as still look good, like you don't like my other idea is fine as long as like I can keep like the bottom line intact. Yeah.
咁我哋啱都傾咗一陣，即係關於你哋嘅創作啊嘅一啲 topic 啦。咁想問多啲你哋可能一啲文化以至社會層面嘅嘢啦。咁因為本身個展覽即係揾你哋都有少想 address 緊，即係 Generation C 或者即係最比較後生嘅嗰個 generation 啦。即係你點樣睇？即係呢個 generation 喺香港而家呢個 moment 啊，即係你會唔會喺你嘅 observation 入邊有冇啲乜嘢 characteristic 啊？係咯，即係你哋點樣睇啊？係。
I actually think that I'm a millennial, cause no, cause I was born in 95, so I'm like in that middle part of like, oh, am I Gen Z or am I millennials? So like, I never like fully figured that out yet, but like, my friend and I have like a theory of how to tell. No, we have a theory. So like how to tell, like Gen Z do not know how to use the internet.
What?
Does that make no? Because like a lot of Gen Z that I know, like they don't know how to search for stuff. They don't know how to like optimize. Like they don't fully know how to Google stuff. I don't understand that.
佢哋 IG 嘅能力好強勁。
Yeah. Like they're good at social media, but they cannot use the internet. But like millennials is like kind of bad. Kind of not that good with social media, but like we can use the internet. We can find anything. Like millennials can find anything on the internet. So like yeah, and also like this generation in Hong Kong is just we're just in like a weird time period of like a lot of like I'm 26, so like a lot of people like 24, 26, 27. We're like at that weird time period of like when we graduated, it's like a weird time period. It's like that time period and then the pandemic. So it's like it's just this constant kind of limbo that we have for like 3 years here. So we kind of don't know what we're doing. Most like a lot of friends that I know, like on a similar age, we don't know what we're doing because like we don't have that much option here. Like there's like so many restriction when it comes to like jobs and opportunity here. So yeah.
我都係95年咯，係啊。我覺得 Gen Z 係好識得表達自己，好識得用
Yeah.
social media，係強勁到我覺得
Yeah.
點樣可以做到？係好識 show 佢哋Gen Z 好着重嗰個 uniqueness，我覺得係
Yeah.
係啊。點樣可以通過張相已經可以 show 到俾人哋睇佢想 show 嗰個面向咯？係啊，同埋佢哋好大膽啊！做 art 上面我就覺得係我自己喺學校嘅時候都會好着重個技巧同埋 concept 點樣 balance 啊。Gen Z 俾我嘅感覺就係可以拋開一切技巧而淨係 focus 喺個 concept 度咯。
Yeah.
對於佢哋嚟講冇一個特定嘅媒介或者 technique 佢哋要跟隨咯。
Yeah.
我仲係有啲可能舊思想，覺得一定要技巧好，再點樣 mix 埋呢個 concept 咁樣咯。
但其實我覺得技巧係重要嘅，但係我哋即係當技巧你不斷熟咗之後，先至去到 concept 呢個位，係咯，咁樣先至可以將你嘅 concept 發揮到最大。
And like, cause I'm in 3D, right? So like most media that I consume is like digital like art, like Instagram and like Pinterest, all that kind of stuff. And then like I realized there's like a very big difference when it comes to like millennials and Gen Z. Millennials can like, oh, things need to be like aesthetically pleasing. It needs to kind of make sense. But like a lot of account that I follow is like 19, okay, 19. And then like all of their stuff is like weird, like weirdly photoshopped, like deep fried. It's just like weird early 2000 3D like graphics and just like mixing all that kind of stuff together. And like some of them are not even aesthetically pleasing, but it work. Like I don't know how. Like but like a lot of like stuff that Gen Z do is like I don't know why it makes sense, but it makes sense. Yeah.
同埋佢哋已經美學上面咧，可能冇以前咁追求真係美嗰種美
Yeah.
即係佢哋係奇怪嘅美或者醜陋嘅美咁樣，係啊，所以好犀利咯。
I'm very impressed by Gen Z artists, honestly.
Interesting. 咁或者問下你哋，即係平時art以外，亦都唔係社會以外啦。你哋有冇一啲咩，例如 daily ritual 嘅嘢？即係有冇啲嘢係你每日都一定要做，你會即係好專注嚟去做嗰樣嘢，即係俾到你某種 relax 或者某種嘅感覺嘅一啲習慣。
Like I used to have, but now that like I'm kind of like just completely chaos right now. Just like I'm very bad at sleeping. I'm very bad at eating at like appropriate time and like appropriate amount of time. So like, cause I used to have like a period of time that I would like do yoga every day, but like that habit kind of like gone. I don't know what happened, but it's just kind of gone. So now that I'm kind of just in a chaos state of like I can like go to sleep. Oh, tonight I can like go to sleep at like 5 and then wake up at 9. But the next day I will like sleep at 12 and then wake up at like 3 in the afternoon. So like it's just like weird time doing weird stuff. I don't know what is happening currently. So I don't have a daily ritual anymore.
如果係話係習慣，其實我一路都會習慣去早瞓覺，即係譬如之前一直係可能10點零就會瞓，咁樣跟住可能6點就起身。雖然搬咗出嚟住，可能11點、12點幾啦，係咯，但係即係呢樣嘢對我嚟講好重要，我先至可以每一日朝早非常精神咁樣去食早餐同埋去做嘢，係同人哋有啲唔同。
因為我哋都係做 freelance 啫，所以嗰個 discipline 要好重要咯。係啊，我都係冇話 regular 每一日要做啲咩，但係我都係依家好早起身，同埋想開始即係 keep 自己個飲食習慣咯，都係 train 自己去呢個有紀律性咁樣，即係每日可能2餐特定時間食少啲嘢咁樣，係咯，都係好似修練咁樣，係啊，同埋等自己個人好似規律性多啲，
I want that. I want that.
You should do it.
I want that. I'm failing at that. Yeah, currently.
希望你之後嘅生活冇咁 mess up 啦，係啦，咁其實都差唔多啦，咁所以我哋都嚟到最後一條問題啦，咁樣，咁其實你哋嚟緊會唔會有啲咩新嘅 project 啊？即係大家可以 looking forward 期待下，可以講多啲透露俾大家觀眾聽。
Okay. So like, I'm currently working on like a NFT project. It's called like the Rebirth. And then it's like an NFT. Every NFT is like linked to like a bottle of whiskey, and then like when you buy the NFT after 1 year, you can redeem it, and then like you can get a bottle of whiskey. But like I'm the person who make all the art. And like doing like all of the graphic stuff there. So there's that. And then like that's like money, that's like kind of job for me. And like but like other than that, like there's like upcoming I'm in the middle of a collaboration with another photographer here. And then like upcoming I'm planning to do more like commercial side collaboration with one of my old friends. He's a stylist, and then like he's gonna bring in one of his friend is a photographer. So like we're planning on doing a collaboration on that too. But that one is very early stages. 3 of us have no concept yet about that. We don't know what is happening. But yeah.
嚟緊今年年中就會有個展覽啦，咁同埋嚟緊都會同一啲導演朋友同埋音樂朋友去做一啲 video work，咁同埋我自己都會諗住 start 一個 page 去講關於紮作同埋獅頭啦，係啊，又開始用呢個唔 show 自己樣嘅身份去經營另一個 account， 係咯，嘗試一下咁樣啦。
近況就係我而家同另一個朋友2個人就做緊一個展覽，就係 floating project 叫做殘酷與美好咯，就 show 緊我哋嗰啲即係一直以嚟算係一個整合嘅一啲作品咯，係啊，展覽去到2月5號，之後就會可能休息一陣，繼續維持返自己本身嘅創作同埋生活。
咁今日都好多謝汪善、Eric 同埋 Jessica 嚟到我哋 Cantonese SOS 啦。咁如果觀眾仲未睇個展覽，其實個展覽咧係到今年嘅2月6號啦，大家可以過嚟 Eaton 睇下展覽啦。咁大家 stay tuned with 下一集嘅 Cantonese SOS 啦。多謝大家，拜拜。Thank you.